What's up, my dudes? A little bit of a different video here. I'm actually doing a bit of a track review on a stock track on Supercross 4. I know that sounds kind of bizarre, but I wanted to come in here and check out this Tampa track. And we're going to ride on a couple different weather effect modes on it and stuff. But this one really, when I first got on it, I was like, okay, this one's interesting. This one to me seems to, just a little words of wisdom to some of you guys. When you go in there and actually, I didn't want to just straight up restart. Why is it, what the heck? Since when does it just restart you like right back into the, whoa, autopilot. Settle down, big hoss. Settle down there, big hoss. What the heck? Oh, okay. Return to pit. Oh, good God. Okay. I got a little confused there. Just a little words of wisdom, some of you guys. When you come in here and you change any settings, be sure you hit the start button to confirm it. Because unlike in a lot of other milestone games, you can change something and then just hit B and exit out of the menu and it'll save your changes. But this doesn't unless you literally hit the start button to confirm it. So that's a little confusing. Just, make sure you do that. So this track in particular, when I first got on it, I was like, okay, what the heck is this autopilot? Good God, Milestone, you can't even make an autopilot go around a track. Good Lord. But, okay, let's make sure we got the ghost off. Look at the pre-made ruts in this corner right here. This is probably one of the most pre-made rutty vibe tracks that we have here in Supercross 4. Yeah, these are not like super hardcore grabbable ruts. Trust me, I'm not saying that. But not only that, this track also feels to be just about the most like character as far as like a slight little rough vibe to the whole track. It's probably one of the most character vibe tracks in this whole game. There's a couple other ones that have a little bit on them. But this one in particular, you're going to know right away when you get on this track, like there's like these little rough little patches on the track everywhere. This is one of the roughest, most pre-made, rough, rutty tracks in this game right here. And I thought that was a pretty interesting aspect to this track. Whoa! Let me try to get my lines down here. I've not rode a whole lot of laps on this track at all. I would say like 3 or 4 at the most. But, yeah, you can see some of the pre-made right there. They've got like a nice little, kind of like the first starter whoop is kind of like a shortened, whoa, Spency boy. Kind of like a shortened little weird kickered out whoop or whatever. So it gives you a cool feeling like the bike kind of gets a little upset before it even actually goes into the whoop section. That sand looks so good. Okay. Nice little rhythm there. And then we come around here. You got to be careful not over jump this 3N. It's very easy to do that. This is not like a crazy big jump track by any stretch of the imagination, but ooh, that 3N's going to be tough right there. I don't know if that's even possible. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out, whoop, little lag action. Yeah, you're going to have to 3N there on top of the table. But yeah, even the jump faces themselves kind of have every jump face on this track kind of has an interesting little kickered out vibe type feeling to it, which is really cool. And the whole track kind of almost has this little like sand looking kind of texture throughout the dirt. But you even get a little bit of a rough vibe coming back through the start area right here, coming back across the start. Kind of feels like you're going over waves of dirt, if you will, which is cool. But yeah, I just had to come in here and kind of show the track off. I wish there was a lot more tracks in these official Supercross games that had more of this kind of a rough, rutty kind of vibe to it, or at least have a terrain deformation system that can develop it into this sort of a vibe. That would be really, really interesting, really cool to see. Okay, double, triple, doubles, going to be the line there. All right. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. man, even though there's not a crazy amount of huge jumps or super complicated rhythms on this track, it creates a certain element of skill gap because the whole track kind of has this like washed out rutty, washed out rut type vibe to it. Washed out rut kickery little roughness areas on the track, and definitely gives you a whole different kind of a feel to it. So just wanted to kind of show this track off a little bit just to give you an example of some of the kind of stuff I want to see on more of the tracks. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Kind of starting to get the track down a little bit more. But yeah, it's not complicated at all as far as the rhythm. So this is a perfect example of how you can still create skill gap without every track having this super crazy, rhythm section to it. There's that triple. That's a lot easier just squaring up on the inside versus trying to go all the way around the outside. Even the main triple's pretty on the small side here on this track. This is definitely more of that 1.1 to 1 scaling or something like that. It's not very big scaling at all, but it makes up for it by having the roughness and the washed out ruddy kind of feeling to the track. We've got to come in here on the rain mode and see what it's like. And I just love this Tampa track no matter what kind of game it's in. I like the little pirate ship and the little palm trees and sand, little huts and shit on the side of the stadium. That's a really cool tropical kind of vibe that it's got going on for it. But yeah, let's go to the, let me see, exit. First, let's just go to the wet track mode, and then we'll go to the actual full-blown rain mode. But yeah, overall, this is one of the better... One thing I do like about this game that I don't think I really mentioned much in my review of this game was there is some variation to the character to the tracks and the pre-made kind of vibe and the scaling. This game definitely does have a decent amount of variation, making every track feel a little bit more unique, a little bit more, kind of like personable, and where it doesn't feel like every track just feels like the same kind of track, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go to the full-blown rainy mode. Let's not play around. Full-blown rainy mode. And let's take a little look-ski at it. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we've got the rainy mode vibe going. Let's see if the autopilot spins out again. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Love those little water driplet effects on the screen. Whoa, that finish line's going to be a little more difficult. Look at the ruts. Okay, now we're hossing. You can see the waves. Look at the mud puddle. Ooh, that's really cool looking, dude. Oh, dude, look at the sand. That's a nice little tan, wet sand vibe. That looks really cool. Look at all the freaking rough areas. Got some nice character to this track right here. Just had to point this out. Rhythms are going to be way more difficult now in the wet track version. Let's see what we can do. Gonna have to kind of string everything together here a little bit. Okay, can still double there. Ooh, that triple's going to be tough titties. Tough titties. Ooh, the triple to the table. I don't think you're going to be able to do it, man. Woo! With how tight this track is, I just don't think you're going to be able to hit. You're going to have to do a double vibe through all this shit. That's the only real way I can see a man getting through any of this right here. Look at all the pre-made, though. Yeah, these pre-made ruts and roughness are not insane on how it's actually affecting the bike. Don't, get my words twisted, but when you compare this to a lot of the other tracks in this game, this has got a decent amount of pre-made, kind of vibe to the track here. Okay, gonna be yeah, you can still get that rhythm. All right. This triple, yeah, you can still get the 3 in. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get the 3 out right there, though. But you're going to have to hit the 3 out to be able to hit this main triple. This right here, you're going to have to go double. Oh, God, that's slow as shit. I'm sliding like a bitch. Okay, All right, the Spency boy's an absolute professional out here. Don't try this at home, kids. You know what I'm saying? But either way, pretty cool track. This is one of the more unique tracks, just for the fact of it having more of that kind of a character, pre-made rough, ruddy type vibe to it. Especially coming back over this start straight, it almost creates like a braking bump type vibe with those little pre-made waves that it has going through the dirt there. But yeah, so overall, I mean, compared to all the other tracks in this game, this has got to be like a 9 out of 10 right here. Yeah, the scaling's a little small. Yeah, the pre-made ruts could have been bigger, for damn sure. But there's that triple. Ooh, it's everything you can do. Man, that's going to be tough to string it all together on this track. And that's kind of the thing that I've noticed. There's that triple. There we go. The thing that I've kind of noticed here is specifically the tracks that have more of a sandy type dirt compound to begin with, those seem to give you more of an actual what you think of when you think of a rainy mode type mud effect, right? You're going to slide more on tracks like Daytona as far as the rainy mode, right? You're going to slide more on tracks like Daytona, Tampa, which is weird because you would think the slicker tracks would be like the more standard dirt tracks, not the sand tracks, but it does seem to do that in this game. You'll notice that the sand tracks, the more loamy style, you know, whatever kind of tracks like that in the game are going to give you more of a vibe like actual, little bit more of a slick mud type vibe. You can see me spinning out right there a little bit. They're going to give you more of a slick mud type vibe, whereas if you go on the more standard dirt tracks in the rain mode, those are just gonna basically feel like deep mud. You're not gonna slide much at all, even with the rain mode on most of the standard dirt tracks. But the sandy loam style tracks, I just cannot get that 3 in on that table. These will definitely give you more of a slick type feeling to them for sure. This track standardly, I would say difficulty is somewhere in the medium range. But yeah, man, just had to come in here and check out one of these tracks. Either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.